We've recorded the transactions for March into the stock card, but we haven't recorded the transactions into the journals. So let's do that now. The first document was the check number 987, where we bought 50 rolls of wallpaper at $20 plus $2 GST, total of $1,100. So that goes into the cash payments journal, date, stock, document number, full amount $1,100, split up between $1,000 stock and $100 GST. The second transaction involves a sale, a cash sale of 30 units of stock wallpaper. We charge the customers $55, including $5 GST for each of those rolls of wallpaper. How do we record this? Check out the cash receipts journal down the bottom here. You'll notice there's a sales column. So from now on, the cash receipts journal will have sales as the revenue column rather than, for example, takings. And there will now be a column called cost of sales. The cost price of the sales has to be recorded as well. And of course, we also record GST. So for this particular transaction, we put the date in, of course, 10/3/20. We just write sales, the receipt number. The full amount of the cash inflow is $1,650. That goes into the bank column. We exclude the GST to get the $1,500. That's 30 multiplied by 50. Gives $1,500. We also record the cost price of the sales. Now that $600 is going to be 30 units multiplied by $20 a unit to give the $600. It tells you this underneath the document up there, but of course that's not normally going to be there. To get the $600, you could go back to the stock card and see 30 by 20 equals $600. So that $600 you've already worked out in the stock card, and that $60 is now recorded into this cost of sales column in the cash receipts journal, $600. That does not represent a cash inflow. We record it in the cash receipts journal so that it makes it easier later on when we prepare the reports. And have a look at the GST, of course, $150. That's 30 units at $5 a unit, so it's $150 GST on that particular transaction. The next transaction to record is another cash purchase, 40 rolls of wallpaper, $20 plus $2 GST. So just like the first transaction, the date, stock, document number, full amount goes into the bank column, 800 stock, 800 GST. Notice, of course, if you went back to the stock card, you could see that $800 there. In the stock card, that's the purchase excluding GST, of course, in the stock card. So there it is there, stock, $880 including GST, $800 excluding GST, and there's the GST. The next transaction is another sale. Here it is, cash sale of 80 units, $55 a unit, $5 GST. So to record that into the cash receipts journal, we put the date, of course, sales, document number 679. The total amount received, $4,400. The sales is $4,000. That's 80 units multiplied by $50 a unit. That's excluding GST. And the cost of sales is 80 units multiplied by the unit cost of the wallpaper, which is $20. That's $1,600 is the cost of the sales. And to confirm that, if we go up to the stock card, we'll see that 80 by 20 equals $1,600. So it's always in the stock card if you can't work it out. And then, of course, we show the GST of $400. That's 10% of the sales. So the cost of sales is recorded as well as the sales, and of course the GST is recorded as well. There's a office expenses there for $1,650, including GST. That goes into the cash payments as normal. $1,650, $1,500 office expenses, $150 GST. And of course, this last transaction is the drawings. That's a general journal transaction. So in the general journal, the date, explanation of the transaction, including reference to the memo number 56. And of course, there's $200. So that's recording the transactions into the journals. Cash receipts journal now includes sales and cost of sales. And of course, we've already recorded the stock cards, which was another record for the trading business.